What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about Scott Joplin, the king of ragtime, or also known as the father of ragtime. Before we begin, I would really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. It's right there. It's like a tiny red box that says subscribe. Feel free to share this video with anyone that you think is interested in ragtime, Scott Joplin, or piano in general. It would be so great, so wonderful, so amazing, so fantastic. All right, let's continue. Scott Joplin was an American composer who primarily operated from 1895 to 1917. His life overlapped the lives of many amazing musicians and composers such as Claude Debussy, Sergei Rachmaninoff on the classical side, and people like Jelly Roll Morton and Louis Armstrong on the jazz side. That's a really wide range of different compositional styles and different playing styles as well. There's often a debate as to whether Joplin was a classical composer or an early jazz composer. You see that that's something that's talked about often, but we're not going to worry about that today. We're going to talk about the main question, which is, do Scott Joplin's piano rolls solve the tempo controversy with regard to the speed at which many of his rags are performed today by pianists? In this video, we're going to explore that question, and at the end of the video, I'm going to play the Magnetic Rag by Scott Joplin, which is actually the last rag that he composed for piano, and it's also one of my favorites. So let's get into it. We do know that Joplin has been accredited with saying, "Do not play ragtime fast." Larry Melton, who wrote an essay about Joplin's compositions for the Library of Congress's National Registry in 2002, has this to say: "When discussing piano roll playback quality, authorities are always concerned with the impact of the playback speed on the tempo. After 1905, Joplin was known for printing, 'Do not play this piece fast. It is never right to play ragtime fast,' on his published sheet music. However, this admonition is frequently ignored, as Joplin obviously did on the piano rolls he made. In addition, Joplin takes unusual liberties with his compositions in his playing on the piano rolls. The speeds the actual equipment used to make the piano rolls is also variable, and by 1916, the rolls even had a disclaimer that playback speeds might need to be adjusted. When Mike Montgomery helped Arnie Kaplan record the Biograph series of piano roll records in the 1970s, Mike was meticulously careful to adjust the playback speed of each recording based on his extensive experience with Joplin's music. Here's a clip from the 1970 Biograph recording of the 1916 piano roll of Scott Joplin playing Magnetic Rag. So as you can see, the recording of Joplin playing the Magnetic Rag is pretty fast. It's not super fast, but it's fairly up-tempo. So the interesting thing about this is that most contemporary performances of many of Joplin's rags are very deliberately played and noticeably slower than what we hear on the piano rolls of Joplin playing his own music. With this in mind, there are also no live performances of Joplin playing his own music. So that means that the piano rolls are the closest representation to how Joplin would have played his own music, including all of the improvisatory flourishes that he adds. It has the right tempo, and many other details are as Joplin would have played them. Unfortunately, Joplin only had time to record 7 piano rolls, one of which is Magnetic Rag in 1916, a year before he passed away. So now I'm going to play the Magnetic Rag with the same arrangement that Scott Joplin did in his 1916 piano roll version. I'm going to be leaving out some of the repeats that Joplin also left out, which differs from the published score, and I'm also playing it at approximately the same tempo as the piano roll. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching this video. I'll catch you soon and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!